Hello students, in this video we are going to derive equations of motion by using calculus method. So basically we are going to take help of differentiation and integration to find the expressions of equations of motion. So there are four equations of motion. First I am going to write all the four. So the first one is v is equal to u plus at. Second is S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Third is v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and the fourth is s nth. Now the fourth one is derived by the second one. This is the modified version of the second equation of motion. S nth is equal to u plus a by 2n minus 1. So these are the four equations and we are going to derive all these four by taking the help of calculus by using integration and differentiation. So let's start with the first equation of motion. So for deriving the first one, we are taking the definition of acceleration. So we know that the acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So by using calculus in differential form, we can write acceleration as acceleration A is equal to rate of change of velocity, that means dv over dt. So this is the expression for acceleration from its definition. By rearranging this, we can find that change in velocity is equal to acceleration into dt. Let it be equation number 1. So the change in velocity can be given as a into dt. Now the situation we have is when time is equal to 0, means at initial position, when time t is equal to 0, the velocity of the particle, we are considering it as u, the initial velocity or the velocity at the time 0, we are considering this velocity as u, and when time t is equal to t, I am letting it as the time t, the velocity or the final velocity will be v. So these are the situations when the body is traveling. So initially it has velocity u, and after time t it has velocity v. Now if we want to find this change in velocity in between the time 0 to t, then we have to integrate equation number 1 within the limits from u to v for velocity and from 0 to t for time. So we are going to integrate equation number 1 within these limits. Now limits are, for t it is 0 to t, and for velocity it is u to v. So these are the limits. In between these limits we are going to integrate equation number 1. So we can write it as integral of dv, and v के limits है u to v is equal to integral of a dt, and limits for t are 0 to t. Now acceleration, the particle is moving with a uniform acceleration, as these equations are for uniformly accelerated motion, that means a is constant. So we can take a outside the integral, it is a constant, then we can write as integral u to v dv is equal to a integral of 0 to t dt. Now in integration we have integral of x power 0 with respect to dx, or we can write it as simply integral of dx is equal to x. This is the value of integral. So here in case of dv it is v, after integral we get v, and limits are u to v is equal to a, and for dt it is integral, after integral it will be t, and limit 0 to t. So on applying limits, we have to apply final limit first and then initial limit. So final limit minus initial limit, it will be v minus u is equal to a t minus 0, and on solving we get v is equal to u plus a t. So this is the first equation of motion, and we derive it by the help of calculus, right? So acceleration का हमने definition use किया, and we integrate it within the limits of time 0 to t and velocity u to v, and we get the final first equation of motion. Now moving to the second equation of motion. For second equation of motion, we are going to use definition of velocity. So according to the definition of velocity, it is given as the rate of change of displacement. So v is equal to ds over dt. This is the velocity of v from its definition. By rearranging it, we get ds is equal to v dt, and from equation number 1 we know that the first equation of motion say that v is equal to u plus at, so we can write it as u plus at dt. Okay, so this is the value of ds is equal to u plus at dt. Now we will integrate, but before that we have to take the limits. So limits क्या होंगे? When time t is equal to 0, in that case जब हमने observation start ही नहीं किया है, in that case distance traveled or the value for s will be 0. But when time is equal to some value t, that in that case distance traveled will be there. So we are assuming that the distance traveled in time t is s. This we are assuming. So if we assume it as s, then the limits are for time it is 0 to t, for distance it is 0 to s. So now we are going to integrate this equation number 2. So when we integrate equation number 2, we get integral of ds within the limits 0 to s is equal to integral of u plus at dt within the limits 0 to t. Now let's solve it. So integral ds 0 to s is equal to integral u dt 0 to t plus integral at dt 0 to t. For ds it is s and limit 0 to s. For u dt, now for u dt, u will be constant and integral of dt is t and limit 0 to t. Again for at dt, a is constant while t dt will be integrated. So t dt को जब हम integrate करेंगे, it means t has power 1. So answer will be t 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1. That means t square upon 2. So here we get t square upon 2 and limit 0 to t. On applying upper and lower limits, we get s minus 0 is equal to ut minus 0 plus a t square by 2 minus 0. On solving we get s is equal to ut plus half a t square. So this is the second equation of motion by help of calculus method, right? Let's move to the third equation of motion. For solving third equation of motion, we are again going to use the definition of acceleration, but this time we will also use the definition of velocity. Means we are taking both acceleration as well as velocity. So first start with the definition of acceleration. We know that acceleration a is equal to dv over dt, and we can write it as dv over ds into ds over dt, right? dv over dt को हम dv over ds into ds over dt लिख सकते हैं, and then by the help of definition of velocity, this ds over dt will be v. So we get dv over ds into v. That means a is equal to v dv over ds, or we can write it as a ds is equal to v dv. A ds is equal to v dv. Now for limits we have initially when time is equal to 0, s is equal to 0 and velocity is equal to initial velocity, that is u. When time is equal to t, s is equal to distance travelled s and velocity is equal to v. So in that case this velocity is the final velocity. Now we are going to integrate this equation number third. So on integrating we get integral a ds limits of 0 to s and integral v dv limits of u to v. On solving we get a and ds का integral with limits 0 to s and इधर v का जब आप इंटीग्रल करोगे then you get v square upon 2 with limits u to v, and for ds it is s and 0 to s, and for right side it will be v square upon 2 u to v. So we get as is equal to v square minus u square upon 2, and this 2 will go there in on left side by cross multiplication, and we get v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So this is the required third equation of motion. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Now after third equation of motion, let's move to the fourth one. For solving fourth equation of motion, the process is same as of the second equation of motion. The only difference is in the limits. So we are going to start with velocity again. Velocity, by definition we know that velocity is equal to ds over dt, and on rearranging this we get ds is equal to v dt. Okay, ds is equal to v dt. Now let's talk about the limits. So I'm taking it as equation number 4, right? So now we are talking about the limits. Initially, in case of the second equation, we take limits as for time as from 0 to t, because we want to find the distance traveled in time t. from 0 से start होकर t तक का time हमें calculate करना था. But in this fourth equation we want to find the time that is traveled in a particular nth second. So that means we want to find the time between n minus 1 and nth second. इक्वेशन नंबर सेकेंड जब हम सॉल्व कर रहे थे तो वहाँ क्या था, 0 से nth सेकेंड तक अगर हमें निकालना है पूरा टाइम, पूरा डिस्टेंस, देन वी यूज़ इक्वेशन नंबर सेकेंड. सिमिलरली if we have to find the time up to n minus 1th second, again we have to use equation number second, means second equation of motion. But if I want to find this distance between n minus 1 and nth second, or the distance traveled in nth second, n minus 1 के बाद और nth second में कितना distance traveled हुआ है, this gap means the difference of 2. This I can find directly by taking the limits from n minus 1 to n. Instead of taking limits from 0, I am going to take limits from n minus 1 to n. So in this case, time is equal to n minus 1 second for first position, and for this position the distance traveled is Sn minus 1, means this distance Sn minus 1. For second position we have time is equal to n seconds, and for this distance traveled we are assuming as Sn. So for n minus 1 second position we assume it as Sn minus 1, and for n seconds we assume it as Sn. So now we are going to use these expressions for limit. Integrate equation number 4 within these limits. So we get integral of ds from Sn minus 1 to Sn is equal to v dt, एंड टाइम के लिमिट हो जाएंगे n माइनस 1 टू n. बाय यूजिंग फर्स्ट इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन v को हम सब्सटीट्यूट कर सकते हैं u प्लस ए टी एंड डी टी, n माइनस 1 टू n, and left side is ds Sn minus 1 Sn. If I solve left side I will get s within the limits Sn minus 1 and Sn is equal to, this will be u integral dt n minus 1 to n plus a integral t dt n minus 1 to n. On solving right hand side I will get u t n minus 1 n plus a t square by 2 n minus 1 to n. On applying limits we get हमें लगाना कैसे है, अपर लिमिट माइनस लोअर लिमिट. दैट मीन्स Sn minus 1 is equal to u n minus 1 plus a by 2 n square minus n minus 1 का square. Now we have to solve this. Sn minus 1 represent the gap between the two values. So this is Snth distance. So I am going to write here on left hand side Snth is equal to n minus n will be cancelled out, and minus plus, so it is u plus a by 2 n square minus, if we solve this we get n square plus 1 minus 2n. So on solving we get Snth is equal to u plus a by 2 n square minus 1 plus 2n, or this will be cancelled out, and Snth is equal to u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. So this is the value for Snth, and this is the required fourth equation of motion. So this is how we can prove fourth equation of motion by using calculus method. The only change is in the limits. We are not taking from 0 to a particular time, while we are taking from n minus 1 to n for this particular second. This is the change in the limits, and the process is same, the integral is same, only the limit is changed, and we get the final answer Snth is equal to u plus a by 2 2n minus 1, where Snth is the distance travelled in nth second, or this is equal to Sn minus 1. So this is all about the equations of motion using calculus method. For further videos, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.